Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, sharing girls some love. We have a collective haul. Some of you all have seen some of these fragrances if you watched my other reviews. And then I think most of these fragrances were purchased in January and maybe like the last week or the last day of the new year in 2023. But most in January. Some are gifted, and yes, I feel guilty. Some are gifted, and I'll let you all know which ones those are. Two I only purchased at regular price. All the rest of them I ordered from like discounters, or I got on sale, you know, like 15-20% off the price when you actually subscribe to those people. Okay, anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff, y'all, and let's get to it. So the very first one we're going to talk about, actually let's talk about something else real quick. So one of my subscribers, her name is Susan B, she was kind enough, she saw me talking about Penhaligons, which is Oh, the Audacity, which I hauled. I might as well talk about this one right now too. Now, people reference this when they talk about Baby Cat. So to me, this one's a more feminine version of Baby Cat because I get the orange blossom and the rose in here. I actually think I like this more than Baby Cat because it's not as overbearing, as overpowering. It's a beautiful, warm, spicy vanilla, but it still gives you those feminine aspects of a fragrance. You know, when you want to reach for something really pretty, yet warm and spicy for like the winter, the fall, and maybe a cold day on the spring. Now, I absolutely love this. I did purchase this one at regular price because I purchased it from Harrods, but I did get 10% off, I think, and the which basically covered the shipping because I purchased another fragrance. So anyway, I do love this one. If you thought Baby Cat was a little too spicy for you, or was a little too much for you, leathery, suede-y, this one has the note of suede in there as well, but those florals in here kind of not overpowers it, but it gives it a little bit more of a powdery sweetness, vanillic sweetness, and I absolutely love this. So my subscribers saw that the review where I said I wanted to get my nose on the rest of these. I do still want to get my nose on the rose one, which I think I'm going to buy that one because I love a good rose note. I think my rose review has been dropped already before this one. So she was actually kind enough to send me over Penhaligon's A Kiss of Bliss. And I'm so glad that I not purchased a full bottle of Kiss of Bliss because, yo, I don't think it was for me. There's a matcha tea note. It's really beautiful, but there's something in there that's a little bit animalic, and yeah, something in there. I'm going to wear this. I worn this one time, you know, just smelling it, testing it on my arm. So I'm not sure, but she sent me over. I'm not sure about A Kiss of Bliss. But I do want to get my nose on the other Penhaligon's rose fragrance. I do have Ra Ra Room, which I absolutely love, and then Oh, the Audacity, which I absolutely love as well. So she sent me, she was kind enough to send me over all of these samples that she thought that I would love. And then she sent me over some amorous scents samples as well. So thank you, Susan B. Yeah, I love the community for sending me over those samples. You know, on a day of work, I'll take the samples in and we'll just smell, or I'll be sitting here watching TV and I'll start sampling the fragrances. But thank goodness I did not buy a full bottle of A Kiss of Bliss, okay? Because it wasn't a love for me. But Ra Ra Room and Oh, the Audacity, they were a love at first sniff. So the very first one we're going to talk about is one that was sent to me. And this one's by the House of Bon Parfum, and this was 603. So this one was gifted. I've worn this once, and I really want to give this a full wear test again before I actually give my my thoughts on this fragrance. Now, in the opening, it was a little earthy green, herbal, vegetal, a bit abrasive, but the dry down was pretty on my skin. So I was like, you know what? Let me wear this one more time just to see if it's for me. But this is called, it's 603 Pure Incense. I think it's Pure Incense Tonka. So in the dry down, I got a little bit of florals. It almost smelled like a little bit of orange blossom. So I don't know if it's the vanilla and the Tonka that's inside, but I actually liked it in the dry down as opposed to the opening. But on my skin, I think I had to wait at least like 10 or 15 minutes before that beautiful dry down. But we're gonna smell this again and then I'll come back to it. So I did order lavender milk tea, 2 fragrances by the House of Alisan. One I absolutely love, lavender milk tea is amazing. Now, the names don't come on the bottle, which I'm always looking for. So you kind of have to keep these little tabs on it. I kind of wish the names came on the bottle. So anyway, I ordered lavender milk tea. We'll discuss this later. Stunning, gorgeous, comforting, slightly gourmand leaning, milky, a lavender that I can absolutely tolerate. It's creamy, sweet, vanillic, black tea, milk, orange blossom. It's beautiful. So get your nose on this one. I completely recommend this fragrance. Now, Jalouse. Now, I wore Jalouse. I sprayed it to sample it. Everybody at work, they love Jalouse. I liked Jalouse, but it wasn't a love for me upon first sniff. Now, as it dried down on my skin, it kind of gives me another scent. It gives me like Creed Aventus for her, or Aventus for her, mixed with a little pineapple, and it's creamy. So I do like the creamy aspects of Jalouse. So I'm gonna have to wear this, like I said. Definitely recommend lavender milk tea, like all day, every day. We'll purchase this again if I ran out. This one I'm definitely going to have to wear again. But if you like those Creed Aventus for her, Creed Aventus with a little more pineapple fruitiness and a little creaminess and a little more vanilla, then you're going to love Jalouse. Now, I really like this, but I need to wear it again to see if I absolutely love it. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is Oh, the Audacity, which we just spoke about. Now we're going to talk about one that it should have been released, the review. And this one is Tiryak. And this is the Lattafa's Middle Eastern fragrance by Mason Francis Kirk. Not Mason Francis Kirkjod. Y'all, let me get it right. By Quentin Biche, okay? This is Quentin Biche. Quentin Biche and Lattafa collaborated, y'all. This is gorgeous. I do love it. I love it. I remember telling Carrie that I don't know if I'll keep this in my collection, but I'm keeping it. I love it. It doesn't smell like anything else. The only thing I said it came close to smelling like is Jessica Simpson's Fancy, but this is Fancy Niche, okay? This is 100 times much more elevated, sophisticated, sweet, gourmand. It's sweeter. It's a little powdery sweet. You get that creaminess from that almondy nuttiness, you guys. I hope you watch my rose review. You know, it's absolutely stunning. There's a lush apricot in here. There's some non-sharp creamy rhubarb in here. Like, I love this. So this is Tariq. I think it's pronounced Tiryak. I think Tiryak by Lattafa. The next one is one y'all been hearing me rave about for a long time. And yes, it's love, okay? And this is, you get a little bit more of that cherry nuance, okay? But this is an absolute love, and this is Narcotic Delight by Initio. I don't know which one I love more, Atomic Rose or Initio's Narcotic Delight, but they're both absolutely amazing. And y'all, they are both sitting in my #1. I'll figure out after wearing this a little bit more, but this is intoxicating, creamy, cherry, just, it's beautiful, but not heavy on the cherry, definitely unisex. Go watch my review on Narcotic Delight, you guys. It's stunning. The next one is A Long Kiss Goodnight, a really beautiful passion fruity rose oud. That saffron kind of gives a little bit of a leathery nuance in the dry down, but more of a creamy, suede leather scent. But the passion fruit, the rose, the dark coffee is not prominent in this fragrance. It definitely gives it a little bit of I would say earthiness, darkness, mysteriousness, not literal coffee. It's absolutely stunning. It's rich, it's thick, it's dense, it's Middle Eastern, and I'm loving this. If I ran out of this, I would repurchase A Long Kiss Goodnight. Definitely a westernized take on a Middle Eastern rose oud scent with a little bit of fruitiness, you guys. I love this stuff. Vanillic, gorgeous, elevated, elegant, all of that. Chris Collins, A Long Kiss Goodnight. Also, I was gifted this one. This one is Lust. It is so gorgeous. All of his fragrances are gorgeous, and they are not linear. They're all transitional. Like, I'm just waving this and I smell it, y'all. So the star of the show in this fragrance is the Dusty Cacao. Oh, there's airplanes. So we just had an earthquake. We had an earthquake. I felt an aftershock. Today is November the 9th, y'all. And that earthquake, it felt like it was at least a 5, okay? We've had 4 earthquakes this year starting January the 1st in California. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. God is shaking up the land, okay? So get your act together, all right? Because you never know when it may be your day, all right? So love, forgive, all that good stuff. Move on, you know, just live your life, okay? Anyway, that earthquake like really shook my house, and I was a little you know, taken back. But then I said, Marcy, breathe, don't run out the house, okay? But anyway, we just had an earthquake, but there were planes flying over, and I thought it was another earthquake. But that one was pretty hard. I went to check my perfumes, and they are okay. So anyway, Chris, this is Lust. The Orris in here is the star of the show. Excuse me, sorry, smelling too much. The Orris in here is the star of the show, you guys. There's Orris, there's some like dusty, airy, fresh cacao with the Orris. There's some walnut. This is the walnut that I was looking for. The walnut, the hazelnut that I was looking for, and Bravi, y'all. This is what I thought Bravi was going to be. Milky, creamy, powdery, buttery Orris, lactonic, slightly lactonic, but just a milky Orris, you know, with that walnut and that hazelnut. And the cacao, the oud in here, lavishly chichi. I know you said I could not respond to your question. It would not allow me to do that. And I wanted to respond to let you know that if you don't like oud, I hope you see this video. If you do not like oud, then please try this fragrance, because literally the oud is almost non-existent in here. They list oud, but I'm thinking the oud just makes it a little woodier, a little, you know, darker, more mysterious, you guys. But I don't get an oud in this fragrance. I get all those beautiful nutty notes with that beautiful Orris and that dusty cacao. If you don't like cacao or chocolate, dark chocolate, it lists. This is not a heavy on the chocolate fragrance. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's sophisticated, y'all. And I love this. This is a beast mode fragrance. You do not need a lot of this for it to perform, you guys. Is this an extrait? I'm thinking this is an extrait, the way that it performs. But anyway, Lust by Chris Collins. Lust Oud Delice by Chris Collins. And y'all, it is still Black Owned Fragrance Week. So head over to Instagram, post your Black Owned Fragrance perfumers, perfume houses, creative directors, all that good stuff. It will be continuing the next year as well. We will continue this movement or initiative next year as well. 2025, you guys. So get ready, okay? Bigger and better things to come. So the next one that was gifted to me as well is the Harmonist, and this is Hypnotizing Fire. Gorgeous. I've been talking about this ad nauseum since it was gifted over the past month. You guys, I love this fragrance. Warm, spicy sangria. You need it in your collection. Vanilla, pink berries, spicy, fruity, absolutely gorgeous, unisex, but it's fruity, it's juicy, all of that. Hypnotizing Fire by the Harmonist. The next one is Shagaf Oud Tonka. If you like fragrances like, what did I tell you? BDK's Velvet Tonka, then you're gonna love this. This is Velvet Tonka on steroids. More vanillic, creamier. This is what I thought Velvet Tonka would be initially. So y'all, I'm not saying this is a dupe, but this is better than BDK's Velvet Tonka. More vanillic, more creamy, more sweeter. It's just everything. It smells like there's orange blossom in here. It smells like there's a little bit of iris in here, sandalwood, tonka bean, gorgeous. Get your nose on this. You need this in your collection. For the price, y'all, you need it, okay? The next one is one that I've always wanted, like always, always, always. I had a sample of this fragrance. I've been seeing 50 mLs. I did not want to buy the 50 ml. This fragrance had a meaning behind it because I saw it during the pandemic. My girl Aisha AI the Great loves this fragrance, and that's when I initially heard it. But I would always see the 50 ml. I'm not paying regular price for this fragrance. I purchased it on Fragrance Buy, so they finally emailed me saying, hey, we have the 100 ml. And this fragrance, because I'm a nurse, if you guys don't know, and this fragrance, I don't know, it just resonates with my soul, you guys. And this is by Rado's Rose of No Man's Land. This fragrance, if you guys can Google it. It has to do with the nurses, you know, on the battlefield and the soldiers, you know, all that good stuff. I'm on the battlefield every day. I work in a trauma ICU. We get nothing but traumatic injuries and just a bunch of gruesome stuff, you know, that you don't want to see, you know. Thank God for maintaining my mind, okay? Anyway, Rose of No Man's Land is absolutely a beautiful, fresh, green, authentic, you know, dewy rose. It's just, this is what I want MFK's a la Rose to be. A la Rose, I ended up decluttering because it just wasn't giving y'all. So anyway, Rose of No Man's Land by Byredo. I ran through my 10 ml sample that I had, and I knew that I had to have this baby. So she's home, okay? And yeah, every time I see this name, it means a lot to me because the story behind it. Google the story behind it, you guys, or maybe I'll list it in the description box. So anyway, I love this. Like I said, dewy. I sprayed it on my hand earlier. Warm, spicy, fresh, dewy green rose. You gotta love it. It's literally a green, dewy rose, you know? Just almost imagine you're in a forest and you're just walking, and or maybe you're a soldier and you're walking through all the trenches, and there's this one green rose that sprouts out of the ground. There's one red rose with a beautiful green stem out of all the brown around you, and it's dewy and it's foggy and it sprouts, you know. And it sprouts out of the ground, you know, like it's your holy grail, it's your saving grace, you know, all of that. So anyway, it's your hope. That's what it is. So y'all, this fragrance is gorgeous and it's beautiful and it means so much to me. So anyway, my girl Emmy and Aisha, my girls Emmy and Aisha talked this fragrance to death, okay? Especially Aisha, okay? Aisha, and then once Emmy kept talking about it too, I was like, you know what? Let me go on ahead and pull the trigger again, because I do love leather in fragrances. I even love some heavy leather in fragrances. I blame that on Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. They have me falling in love with leather. Y'all know that Trouble in Paradise has a mango leather and oud. Their Bond Street leather is a beautiful ginger, spicy leather marshmallow. Beyond the Pashtun Summit is a beautiful, delicious, sweet, juicy pomegranate and leather, but you got to be a huge leather fan for that one. But that pomegranate in there is absolutely amazing. So I've been like loving leather ever since I was introduced to that house. Yeah, so yeah, I'll check them out. Anyway, Wash Sunshine apricot leather. It's spicy. I think there's Ola Banam in here, frankincense as well, or some myrrh. But it's beautiful, it's bright, but you definitely get those. There's some citruses in here too. The beauty, bright freshness of the apricot and that warm, suede leather scent. It's not a heavy, dark leather. It's more of a suede smell to my nose that I absolutely love, y'all. Y'all, this is good, and I'm so glad to have her again in my collection, because I had a sample of this, a 10 ml, and I decluttered. I was like, no way. I think that's when my nose was like super immature, and that was about 4 years ago. But y'all, it's grown up now. It's sophisticated. It's elegant. It's all that, okay? It wants exquisite fragrances. So anyway, you guys, get your nose on House by Zernail Guiley. Order a sample of this. It's beautiful. There's some oud in here, but literally non-existent to my nose. It may be like a westernized oud. It's fresh, it's fruity, it's sweet, it's very tropical smelling. If you like fragrances like Narcotica, the Narcotica fragrance that just came out, and this is called House, with the passion fruit inside. It smells like there's passion fruit. Like, I have this fragrance, but I still want a 10 he does 30 mLs. I still want a 30 ml bottle. It's just that good. I took this to work, and every single one of my coworkers loved this fragrance. Everybody. One of them, I think she even tried to, you know, swipe it because she kept it, okay? And I'm like, oh, where's my fragrance at, okay? But everybody that came in encounter with this, about, I would say about 8 people, they absolutely love this. So get your nose on this fragrance. And like I said, I'm ordering me. They come in 30 mLs, and these are extras, and its fragrances are beast. But there's some sweetness in here, you know? I don't know, maybe like a vanilla caramel. It's more of a caramelly passion fruit, you know, very smooth sandalwood, creamy, you know, Sandalwood. He said there's oud, but y'all, it's beautiful. I love it. If you're afraid of oud, smell this anyway. Order a sample. You're going to love it. The next one I have is Ojar, and this is Red Redemption. And I did a review on Ojar, so if you just type in Marcelena, Theresa, and Ojar, look them up. I don't know if this one was included though, you know? Literally, this is a warm, if you added like a pink pepper to Baccarat Rouge, you know, that is what Red Redemption smells like. Fruity, ambroxany, fresh, you know, spicy. Beautiful sandalwood in here. You know, it smells like ambergris, ambroxan, you know. But yeah, it's beautiful. But literally, Baccarat Rouge, I got so many compliments on this. I wore this 2 days in a row, Red Redemption. I got so many compliments on this fragrance when I did wear it. Mainly 2 compliments from men, and then I think I got a couple compliments from women. But the men could not believe what this fragrance smelled like on me. I got more of a reaction, a physical reaction, other than, oh, you smell good. They were just like taken back, like, what did you have on? That smells good. Like facial expressions, all of that. But this is amazing on the skin. Beautiful, slight medicinal, okay? There's a slight medicinal nuance, almost like a B540 in the opening. But yeah, I mean, B540 is good and fresh, but this adds that little bit of spiciness to it. Ojar has some amazing fragrances. I think they come from Oman, and they really deal with sandalwood. Beautiful sandalwood, lush sandalwoods in all of their fragrances. So the next house we're going to talk about is one that, y'all, I ordered Whitti's almonds, you know, because Courtney over on Instagram and here on YouTube, I saw my girl Courtney post this, and I saw the notes. I was like, oh, Courtney, I need to smell this. So I ordered it. I searched for it and I ordered it. And then I saw Brian at Nose Fragrances, or the Nose. He also has a website as well that'll give you all of the newness, what's coming out, you know, an amazing website you can subscribe to. But y'all, this almond one, I'm not going to go through these today, but the almond, orange blossom, rose, good, juicy, jammy, all of that. I think my favorite one, even though I do love the almond, I think a lot of people on Fragrantica, I did read the Fragrantica reviews, even though some of them weren't that great, but I looked at the notes and I based it off of the notes if I wanted to get these fragrances. The white was the most popular. This one's musky, it's fresh, it's airy, it's sweet. If you love a very sensual, warm, musky scent, it is beautiful. This one got the best reviews, and we'll talk about this later. I could see people rocking this over in Dubai because it's very hot. This is very sensual, a beautiful, musky, airy, fresh, floral, slightly fruity fragrance as well. I think there's musk and pear in here. If you like Kayali's musk, this is similar to that, but this is more elevated, more sophisticated. I purchased these over on Max Aroma. I purchased them all, I think, on Max Aroma. And I used my 20% off Mr. Cologne, Mr. MRCLN 22 for the 20% off. And they were pretty affordable after that. So Whitti and Almond is a love. White is a love. And my phone is dying soon. And then Rose, these are by the House of Whitti, and you guys, but it's Rose Arabia, Middle Eastern. I did not know they were Middle Eastern. So Lily, I think, is my favorite one. This one is good. So Lily, if you like fragrances like the fragrance that Abby is always talking about, I can't think of it now, but if you like that fragrance that Abby is always talking about, Abby would love, it's the Orange Blossom Jammy Rose fragrance. I can't think of it. Then Lily Rose Arabica, Rose Arabia Lily is absolutely amazing. The next one is Rose Arabia Taif. I think the the white was the most recent one. Then you have the Rose Arabia type, the most beautiful, the beautifulest, okay, the beautifulest. Rose Oud fragrance with praline and some other notes. It's luscious, it's sensual, sophisticated, silky, all of that. I just reviewed this in my Rose fragrances. I love this fragrance. I actually love this. It's not as sweet as Oud Bouquets, Lancome's Oud Bouquets Praline, but I think literally when I go to Dubai, not if I go to Dubai, when I go to Dubai, I am taking this baby. I'll probably take 2 of them or 3, maybe the Lily, the Rose, maybe all 4, okay? So anyway, this is by Whitti, and we're gonna do a review on these fragrances, y'all. These are pretty girl fragrances. These are all feminine. These are lush. This is if you just want to feel like a princess, y'all, but very pretty, very dainty. This is when you want to feel dainty, very cute, sophisticated, pretty, all of that. Then you need to get your nose on these fragrances. I ordered 1 and then I ordered 3 samples. Oh no, I ordered 1 from Lucky Scent. That's what it was. I ordered the almond from Lucky Scent. Then I got 3 samples, and y'all, the samples, I was like, whoa, these are all amazing. And that's when I went searching and I found them on Max Aroma, and then I used Mr. Cologne 76, his discount for the 20% off, you guys. I think they range for about like $140, but with the 20% off, I got them for like $100. So anyway, you guys, get your nose on these, order samples. You will not be disappointed, okay? If you love a fruity, fresh, clean, feminine, sophisticated, girly, pretty, dainty, you know, exquisite, lush fragrance, then all of those would be the one, okay? Anyway, y'all, go on to the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that. And let me know down in the comments what you've hauled lately. And that is it. I love you all. Bye-bye. You guys, I'm back. I forgot to give you 3 fragrances that were sitting right next to me. So here we go. This one I may not have long in my collection. I got this from my coworker. I got the thought or the idea of fragrance layering from my coworker, but it wasn't given on me what it was given on her. So she layered Sailing Day, which is an amazing aquatic, fresh blue, slightly salty, airy scent. So she wore, yeah, salty blue, clean, very clean, linen clean, sailing on a boat in the Arctic Sea. Yeah, it's nice, but you know, it's salty. And she layered this with Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple 01, and it smelled good on her. But for me, I think with Eden Juicy Apple 01, if I want to amp it up, I'll just add another 13 to it. This didn't work for me, so most likely this may be decluttered in the near future. But this is Sailing Day. If you want a clean blue aquatic unisex scent, then you may want to try this. But yeah, just very clean, slightly soapy, fresh blue oceanic aquatic. That's it. All right, the next 2, another one we're going to talk about is a celebrity fragrance. This is August Alsina. Of course, this is going, I'm putting this on Macari. 2 people like this at work, and this is called La Joyce, I think it is. It's more of a barbershop-y, more of a powdery barbershop-y fragrance. I think there's some sweetness to it as it dries down. It smells like a little bit of orange blossom. There's some florals, but it's green, woody, barbershop-y. I get a lot of vetiver in here. And yeah, it's not for me. I literally bought this fragrance for kicks, like for giggles, okay? I wanted to see what it smelled like. August Alsina, you know, he was Jada Pinkett, had him hemmed up, this little bitty boy. I mean, he was a grown man, but like 15, 20 years her. She's 20 years his senior. So, you know, she had this young guy affair, all that. Y'all saw the Red Table Talk with her and Will Smith. I'm not talking about it, but I just wanted to support August Alsina. He's a musician, a singer, a beautiful voice, all that got caught up into some entanglement, which was ridiculous. So, The next two we're going to talk about, this is real quick, y'all, because this is towards the end of the video. Hopefully you guys see this or continue on, because I didn't already say bye. Birth of Venus, I bought these like the end of last year. Birth of Venus and Fall of Phaeton. I love Fall of Phaeton. I have not worn it yet, but I love this one when I had the sample kit. And I bought a full bottle because I did I'm not going to say I love it. I really, really liked it. This one did not... I sampled it in the sample kit. It wasn't giving in the sample kit. I was like, what is everybody talking about? Fruity, floral, gourmand leaning, cacao, what is it? Peaches, citruses, all that. So I said, maybe it was something wrong with my sample. So I saw this one, Birth of Venus, at a really good deal. So I decided, I said, okay, maybe I just need the bottle. Maybe it'll be different, you know, than the sample, because the sample just didn't do it for me. So Fall of Phaeton, you know, of course, the bottles are absolutely gorgeous. My favorite is Triumph of Bacchus and then Pallas Athene. I love Pallas Athene. So Fall of Phaeton. There's some nuttiness, ambery, lush, gourmand, sandalwood, you know, really beautiful. It's a little smoky, like there's some tobacco in here, maybe some leather too. You know, I really like this. Definitely amazing for the fall and the winter, or maybe like spring nights because it's cooler, but the bottle's gorgeous. So I really, really like this. I need to wear it like all over, okay? So that one for now is staying. This one, Birth of Venus, okay? Yeah, there's something in Birth of Venus that is giving me a slight, I smell the peachiness, ambery, peachy, citruses, but I'm getting a slight plasticky vibe. I don't know why, you know? I sprayed it. To me, I don't know, you guys. This is my first time that an Argos did not work for me. It smells a little peachy, boozy, slight vanillic gourmand, slight gourmand leaning, but yeah. Birth of Venus is not working for me. I'm gonna let it sit for a little while longer. I did not see it as something like super special, you know. The juice was dark, concentrated. I was like, oh, okay, maybe it was my juice in the tester. The bottle is gonna be fire. But y'all, like, you guys are really raving about this fragrance, and it almost smells a little designer-ish to me in a way. It kind of reminds me of a designer fragrance, you know? But there's something in here that, you know, I don't know, I'm just not jiving with. So I wore this to work. I took it to work. A couple of women loved it at work. They were like, oh, it smells good, feminine. They weren't like super excited, but they were like, it's a pretty scent. You know, it is a pretty scent. Will I ever pick this up? No. So yeah, I love the bottle though. Like, I want to keep this just for the bottle, y'all. But most likely this is going up on Macari. But I do get that ambery peachy, those ambery peachy vibes. But I just didn't really get the hype, you guys. I mean, thank goodness I purchased this with my own coins and it wasn't sent to me, because I did not get the hype behind Birth of Venus, you know? Yeah. Anyway, y'all, bye. Go on to the world, spread crazy, see how I should do good, be good. All of that. See, I even forgot that it was there. So those fragrances for me are almost unforgettable, aside from, you know, Fall of Phaeton I'm going to have to wear, but I literally forget that I have them. Now, Triumph of Bacchus, that's my bae. Pallas Athene, that's my bae. And then I have another one too. But Fall of Phaeton, we're going to see. But the other ones, they're out of here. All right, bye, y'all.